Trump said America first. Now America's alone. While China increases its diplomatic presence globally, we have cut ours to the bone.
Small Pacific islands under constant pressure and threat from China have received more attention from this administration than they've received in the last 10 years combined, and deliverables are coming along the way. The Quad, an important alliance in the Indo-Pacific between India, Japan, Australia.
Democracy of South Korea has taken a strong bent to the left, opening up more avenues toward China and, in fact, beginning to oppress many of our companies, including Meta, Coupon, and others. Can you tell us what can be done and what this committee should do with countries who, through democratic means, are beginning to become anti-U.S.?
This is the unique aspect of dealing with democracies. Sometimes in a democratic country, they will elect leaders that are friendlier to U.S. national interests, such as what we have now in Japan. And their elected leaders are taking positions that run contrary to the national interests of the United States. It doesn't mean we want to overthrow the government or get rid of the government because it's a democratic government. It simply means we have to engage them in the fact that they are doing things that are irritants to our national interest. So I think this becomes a feature of our engagement with South Korea. You may not like his policies, you may not like the decisions.
Don't want to answer that. Let me ask you the next question.
But the worst part is that they can't have the republic, which it says.
Americans are suffering in Trump's spiraling.
Trump took office. Food prices.
I'm curious to know who counts as Trump's family for the purposes of this immunity. Is it his children, his in-laws, his grandchildren, his second or third cousin, his great-great-grandchildren?
I imagine you have the Justice Department phone number. I would suggest you call them.
I'm not the one that runs the Department of the Treasury or that oversees what is happening with this immunity. Has been granted.
I'm not the one either. We follow the instructions of our lawyers, and we obey the law.
I hope that you're proud of your performance today, Mr. Secretary, because I
hope you get some social media
it's pretty safe to say that this is probably the most corrupt Treasury Department in our nation's history. And while you dance around questions to protect Trump, Americans are suffering in Trump's spiraling economy. Inflation is now rising faster than average hourly wages. Gas prices are at an all-time high with the war in Iran. The cost of groceries has risen 3.2% over the past years, and prices on most goods have gone up because of Trump's tariffs. So I don't see how you could call that anything other than a failure of the most corrupt Treasury Department in history.
Congresswoman is slanderous. She has nothing but the unsubstantiated opinions, and I will not stand for that. There is nothing corrupt. We move at the highest levels.
Of groceries has risen 3.2% over the past years.
I am going
while
to
you
have
dance
to
around
take
questions.
Exception with.
I'm never surprised by the United States. And it leads to death, destruction, and squalor.
This immunity deal is the biggest scam against the taxpayer in American history. And Americans are going to pay taxes, and Trump and his clan won't. The president's tax return gets audited, Mr. Secretary.
Senator, how we got here was a violation of President Trump's 6103 rights.
Every American is subject to audit except Donald Trump and his family.
Can you pledge to the committee that you will assure that no retaliation occurs against the career IRS employees who wrote the 25-page memo asking the Department of Justice to halt action on this outrageous audit immunity deal?
Sir, we follow the law.
Okay, well, will you follow the law and assuring the committee that you won't retaliate against those courageous career employees?
We always follow the law.
Did you warn President Trump before the war in Iran began that this conflict would drive up costs on gas, food, travel, and shipment?
Yeah, I'll
Yes
warn
or
you
no?
right now, I don't do yes or no answers.
Yeah,
So
well,
if you-
I
these are
only have
complex
5
questions.
minutes. I know when
Well,
you
so
was
do
the
I.
senator, you know
I
about
never
this
did yes or
business,
no answers
and I
to
know you're
people.
trying to go out so that you can run out my 5 minutes. That's a simple
I'm trying to
question.
run out your 5 minutes. You're running out your 5 minutes.
Did you-
I don't do yes or no question. You want to answer me a question? I'll answer
I'm
your
answering.
question.
You answered my question. Mine was my time. Did you?
Did I what?
Yes or no? Did you warn President Trump
The president
before
was
the
fully-
Iran war began that this conflict would drive up costs on gas, food, travel, and shipment?
The president,
Yes or no?
The president and the full administration was aware that there would be consequences to action, but the consequences
Let
of
me
Iran
move
having
on.
a nuclear weapon were worse.
Did you warn him? Did you warn him that launching a war in Iran could result in the regime placing a chokehold on the Strait of Hormuz?
All the risk factors were understood, but the most important risk factor
I just
was
want to know if
Iran
you did
cannot
your
have a
job.
nuclear
Did you
weapon.
warn him? Say,
Iran
if you
cannot have
didn't
a
warn him,
nuclear
say
weapon.
yes. It's simple.
Everyone was aware of what Iran might
Did you
do in
warn him?
retaliation.
I'm asking you a second. Did you
Everyone
warn him?
was aware.
Don't
of
want to
what
answer that. Let
Iran
me ask
would
you the
do.
next question.
But
Did
they
you
can't
warn the
have a nuclear-
president that launching U.S. strikes against Iran would result in retaliatory attacks on U.S. allies, partners, and Americans living or working in the Middle East?
Everyone
Yes or
understood what
no?
Iran would do in response.
Did you warn them?
We were prepared for any response that
You
they
warn-
came out with.
Okay.
We knew it.
Just want to make
but
sure.
They can't have.
Did you warn the president that the personal stock purchases and companies profiting from the war that he launched could present a conflict of interest?
I'm not aware of the president's stock purchases. I don't deal in that, and I don't even know what you're saying is true.
Well, we know that what he's, because it is made public what his stock purchases were.
You say so. I don't read the president's
right,
the
so-
financial disclosure, but I don't believe
I-
that to be.
Well, all you have to do is to go to the grocery store
I
to see
go-
that beef
I
is
go
up
to
by
the grocery store, and all
15%.
you have to do is
Tomatoes
look at-
are up by 40%.
You don't
And
get
bread
to-
and milk are up
Congressman,
by
you-
8%.
You don't get to pick and choose. It is a basket, and the basket is up 2.5%. During the Biden era, it was up 5%
Well,
a
you
year.
paint such a rosy picture.
5% a year.
They're asking, are my wages keeping up with costs? Can I afford the things that my family needs? And I'm afraid the answer is no.
I'm afraid you're incorrect, because we had real wage increases every month since President Trump took office, except for the month of April.
Your narrative is not
you're-
lining up with
you're-
what
you're not-
Americans are experiencing right now.
You're not entitled. You're entitled to your opinion, not your own facts.
That he is sleeping while you are
Oh
talking.
my God!
Please show the video. Talking about issues of war and peace. And Donald Trump is, it is from last December. It's a cabinet meeting. I'm going to ask you to focus on President Trump, and you will see that he is sleeping while you are
Oh my
talking.
God!
Please show the video.
Products they make and what American farmers grow and produce has a fair shot to be sold around the world. On issue after issue, that's been the case. You talk about foreign aid reforms. This is not our money. This is taxpayer money.
Have you been at more than one meeting where President Trump has fallen asleep?
That's false. That's false. I've never seen him fall asleep. On the contrary, the guy doesn't sleep, which is a big problem because he calls me at 2 in the morning, he calls me at 5 in the morning. And you know, I like to sleep a little bit, maybe not 12 hours, but at least 6. So he works. The other day he was at the Oval Office until
Secretary Rubio.
12:30 p.m. 12:30 a.m. I don't know what you're talking about.
Secretary Rubio, I'm going to show you in a moment a video that shows you just lied to Congress.
Oh, okay.
So this is a video of a cabinet meeting literally from last month where Donald Trump is sleeping while you're talking. Please show this video.
Coalition of countries that line up behind the peace deal, behind the border peace, and it's still every day is a challenge. Peace deal, behind the border peace, and it's still every day is a challenge. But it's been driven personally by the president, and the president is trying to end it.
You are literally talking about issues of war and peace, and Donald Trump is sleeping right next to you.
No, he's not.
If Donald Trump cannot stay awake at these important meetings where the cameras are rolling, imagine what he's like when the cameras are not there. So I'm going to ask you, have you been at classified meetings where Donald Trump has fallen asleep or had trouble staying awake?
I've never been at any meeting where
So-
I think
so
it's
you're
outrageous
lying
that I'm before
again.
the Foreign Affairs
You're lying
Committee of the United States
consistently
House of Representatives
to
asking
Congress.
questions about sleep.
You're
This is
lying
a
to
joke.
Congress, Secretary Rubio. Instead of holding North Korean-style cabinet meetings where everyone goes around the room kissing Donald Trump's ass, I'm going to ask you to come clean with the American people and the White House as well. There's something wrong with Donald Trump's health or cognitive abilities. There's a reason he keeps going to the hospital and they keep giving him cognitive tests.
I don't even know how to respond to that other than to tell you that it's absurd and ridiculous. And I can't believe we're in a Foreign Affairs Committee meeting in front of the House at an important time in American foreign policy.
Just keep lying,
Answering
Secretary Rubio.
questions
Just keep
from a
lying.
so-called- You may not like his policies, you may not like the decisions he's made, but I assure you, this is not a president that sleeps or is cognitively impaired in any way, shape, or form, and in fact is incredibly active, much more so in many cases than much younger people that are around him. Personally by the president. It's the reason why we're involved in this whole Ukraine-Russia conflict. That's not our war, it's not the president's war. This war started, it never would have happened if you've been president.